Today we are playing with a crap ton of drugstore makeup. For the first time in a long time, I took myself into a Superdrug, browsed, like visually saw everything in front of me and splurged. A lot. So many products from brands that I didn't even realize existed. That's the thing, there's so many brands and they're all like creating stuff at the same time, and it almost can be a little bit overwhelming because I'm like, what the hell do I buy? That is the purpose of videos like this, so we can sit down together, try a bunch of new drugstore makeup, see what's good, see what's not, see what you should spend your money on. Sorry. This is the look that I did. To be honest, guys, this was a process. Back and forth, constantly changing things, but we finally got there okay. I kind of do like how it turned out. It isn't perfect by any means. Struggled with a few things, you'll find out. Either way, this is affordable makeup and we sat down and put it to the test. What products from what brands are worth your money? Let's find out. Real quick, I'm just gonna clip my hair back. These are XO Beauty hair clips. These type of clips are my favorite because they don't leave dents in your hair. How cute are these ones? Shannon sent me these across. So Shannon, if you're watching, I love you. Thank you. She was kind enough to send a bunch of stuff from her brand across XO Beauty. So I'm sure I'll do a video on it or show some content, whatever it is. I will definitely get that up on YouTube ASAP. The first product that I'm picking up and using, right? I'm not kidding when I say I think you guys might be even more gassed than I am to use it, because when I tell you, in my 5 years of doing this, okay, this product definitely comes up here in terms of being requested for me to use. I fucking found it. When I tell you, I have been looking everywhere for this product. I'm talking left, right, up, down, you name it. My Superdrug finally stocked it, so we can finally try this. The amount of tags when this was released that I got from you guys asking for me to try this. I mean, I knew you guys were supportive and you were down with it and you always stuck around to see me literally love a product, but shh. Holy shit. I love you. I have made it very clear, I think at this point, that the only thing I use to stick down my eyebrows is the Got To Be glue. That product is literally like a full sort of size container like this. I squeeze it out, I put it on like a spoolie, then I apply it to my eyebrows, right? However, Schwarzkopf, is that? I don't know. They have come out with a 2-in-1 gel for brows and edges. I don't have edges, but I love that they've done that. That's really, really cool. I do have eyebrows though, and that is exactly what I love to use this product for. So basically, this is that product, but ready to be applied. We've got the applicator. No faffing around with disposables or trying to get a good amount. This should be everything that we need all in one, and I'm excited to use this. Style and fix your brows and edges to stay in shape all day long. Don't use on your eyelashes. Got it. Okay, that's actually like a clear formula. I'm hoping that's, I mean, it should be the same formula, right? It's the same product essentially, just in a tube. I would assume anyway, it's called the same thing. I'm gonna just start from the front of my brow as I normally would, comb through all the hairs, make sure it's coated in product, and then I will use my finger to press down. That's my normal routine. It does actually feel a little bit thinner, the consistency. It does have that slight tack, but it's not as thick. If you guys have used the Got To Be glue, you know what I'm talking about. It's more of like a paste, I would say. This feels more like a thin gel. Me holding my breath and actually praying this works. Please be the same, please, please. Got To Be, do not let the team down, babes. But give it a second, 100%, this is more of a lightweight product though, for sure. It feels more wet. I don't know, it just doesn't feel as like heavy. They look pretty decent, you know. Let me zoom you in. I feel like they need one more layer. Because I've got quite coarse hair, I feel like I need this just to make sure they're extra stuck down, but it's done a pretty good job anyway. Formula is different though. I feel like this is a more like low-key version of the original Got To Be glue. My hairs need an extra layer just to get that like feeling to my skin, like stick that shit down, but I'm happy. A few hairs on the arch and on the tail that aren't completely stuck to my skin. They're a little bit feathery. I'm confident enough with it that I think they're going to stay there. Like, I don't think they're going to start slipping and falling down or anything. They're just not as hardcore stuck. Should we do a cute transition to like conceal these? Are we ready? Concealed in 3, 2, 1. Done. Can you even tell? Yeah, I look crazy. So this is the brow product that I really want to try. If there's one brand I never really try from the drugstore, it's Rimmel. I just feel like they don't do a lot of like me products. When I walk into a place like that, I'll more go to like NYX, Elf, Make Revolution, them type of ones. Do you know what I'm saying? So I never really see the releases from brands like this, but Rimmel actually have a brow pen. You guys know I love a brow pen. This is the Brow Pro Micro 24-hour precision stroke pen. I got the color dark brown, which I believe is the darkest shade. They actually had a brow pencil, like a micro pencil too. Starting with the tail, let's see if we can fill this in and add some fullness. I've got some gaps in the arch here. Okay, I like that already. That isn't too harsh. The product isn't super opaque, so it allows me to be able to get these little fine strokes without feeling like I'm gonna go crazy. Think about it, it's a pen, right? And I don't exactly want my eyebrows to look like I fill them in with a pen. Sharpie brows had their day and they're not coming back. Zoom you in so you can see the actual texture of the brow. You see how it does look like hair still? It's actually a really nice colour as well. It's not too warm, too dark. It just fits in perfectly. See, this teaches me I need to stop being a bitch towards some brows, okay? Don't always just stick to the ones that you know or what you gravitate to, because all of these brands are working on products and releasing things all the time, you know? You want to give everybody a chance. Front of my brow is so easy. I'm loving this, and you guys know I've tried my fair few brow pens, and this one seems to be working an absolute treat. They look good. I mean, they would look better if my skills were working today. Do you ever have days like that where you just don't function? This one's a different shape to this one. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Brows are done, so let's move on to the next chapter of this makeup look, which is going to be eye makeup. I'll zoom you in for that. We'll keep it simple, I reckon. Maybe a little splash of colour. We'll see. So recently I did a makeup look. I did it on my Instagram. I will pop a picture on screen. Editing George, get to it, babes. Show the people what I'm talking about. It was a like lilac liner situation. Dead simple, but I know you guys kind of wanted to see it, so I think I'm going to recreate something similar. I might do a different color, and to be honest, it ties in perfectly because I remember talking about these in a recent makeup video, saying how much I wanted to try them out. Since then I haven't played around with them properly. They're by Makeup Revolution. They're the ultimate pigment base. It's basically P. Louise. Although P. Louise ain't expensive anyway, so I don't know, these are just a different alternative that you can pick up at the drugstore. On top of that, I have this palette here from Makeup Revolution, which is the Creative Revolution Hydra Pigment Palette Bright Light. So it's essentially one of those palettes that you mix in water, the pans become a liquid liner. Kind of vibing with the baby pink. I feel like that would be really sweet. Maybe we'll dabble in the pink in here to kind of intensify it, but we'll see. Let's start off with this. Let's shake it up just in case anything is separated. In the meantime, I'll find myself a little brush to apply it with. Oh my god, that's liquidy. Whoa. I was expecting that to be more of like a paste, you know, like a thicker paste. That's thinner. I wonder how opaque that will be. I did find myself a tiny little brush though to apply it with. So let's pick up some of that product. Starting on the inner corner, I'm going to map out my shape. But how I like to do it, look forward and I'm going to follow my crease. So basically the entire crease of my eye is going to be covered in the pigment. Wing out the outer corner and that's the shape that we're working with. So that's the area that you want to stick to. Do you know what, guys? I'm not liking how thin and liquidy this is. I mean, first of all, it almost, I don't want to say hard to work with, but where it's liquidy, I feel like I don't have as much control as I would like a paste. The liquid kind of moves around. I feel like I'm getting brush strokes in it as well. The plus side, it actually is a bit more opaque than I thought it would be. I thought where it was quite watery, it would like liquid down almost and kind of be like a wash of colour as opposed to that like proper punch. It has done pretty well, so there's that. Right, I actually just found this base, so the same one, but it's a darker pink. I should have done this in the beginning, but here we go. While that's still wet, let's see if I can add some of this in. Okay, yeah, this seems to be working. I feel like that's a bit more obvious. I feel like it was coming off more of like a white pink rather than a baby pink, especially on camera, but now that's coming up a bit more baby pink. They've weirdly called that pink and that pink. So when I say pink, which one? Let's put this to the test, right? In the time that I do this eye, let's see if this one starts to dry down. Kind of don't want to have to put eyeshadow over the top of it because I do really like the colour. I mean, I could put translucent powder to be fair, but I don't know. Let's see if it dries down on its own and kind of is its own product. Okay, be right back while I do this eye. Let me try and mimic this shit. I am a messy bitch. You should see the state in front of me right now. Tragic. We're going to throw on some lashes. So as per usual, I'm just going to throw on some mascara. When I use lashes, I feel like it just covers up the mascara anyway, and there's just no point. Was going to kick it with my Unicorn Cosmetics lashes, which you know is one of my favourite affordable lashes literally ever. The styles that they have are just amazing, and they're such good value for the quality that you get. These ones as well. I just got these new in, guys. These look like lash extensions. When I got them through, I was like, what the fuck? Like, these ones are called hybrids, and they have that like thick curl like lash extensions have. I'm hoping you can see what I'm talking about. These ones look like something that I would wear too. These are called For Real. Again, they have that lash extension vibe to them. Wait, let me get it out to show you because I feel like you can't see properly. Oh my God, this is like proper beauty guru style now, isn't it? See what I mean by the curl? Like, how insane are they? I feel like I would actually wear them without makeup and they'd look like lash extensions. That's so good. And again, they have loads of other styles as well. But I think I want to try a brand that I've never tried. Designer lashes. Have you guys ever heard of these? Wait, one sec. Let me check the price of these. Imagine I get them up and they're like 50 quid per lash. Drugstore? Not quite. Oh my god, no. Okay, these are £8.99. These ones look lush. These are part of the half lash edit. And the outer corner, I feel like that would be a vibe. Do you know what I like about these as well? These ones are actually like proper half lashes, not tiny little things on the outer corner. I feel like these will do the most, like do what a full lash could do, but half the work. A few different styles. They do have a full set here, which does look really nice. Once I put the mascara on, I can like grab the lash and see which one I want to work with. I am always a mascara before lash kind of girl. Who's with me on that one? If you do it the other way around, to be honest, I don't trust you. No, I just can't imagine putting on the mascara after the lashes. I feel like my lashes would just clump up and I would ruin the false lashes because they'd start being coated in mascara. I feel like I couldn't get as many uses out of them. I don't know. I just prefer it first. Holy shit. I have never used this mascara before. It was the first one I picked up. It's by Charlotte Tilbury. Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. Look at my fucking lashes. What the hell? Like, I know that's not Drugstore, but God, I love Charlotte Tilbury so much. So much. I think their makeup is so fab. My lashes have literally doubled in size. I feel like I've not seen my lashes like that in a while. What the hell? Have I just like low-key discovered a new mascara like by accident? What style are these? DL103. Whoa, look at those bad boys. That's mad. That was a half lash. Let's try these ones as well. These are DL101. These look a little bit less full but longer. I need to touch my eyebrow. Okay, this is the part where my mic has cut out, but luckily it's only me applying the lashes, so it's okay. But all that I'm pretty much saying and doing is that I'm using the Tighty Lashes X Abby Roberts lash glue. She created an ultra sensitive lash glue, which is perfect for someone like me because you guys know a lot of lash glues, especially latex ones, tend to flare up my eyes. And then I try a latex free lash glue and I feel like it doesn't stick as well, but I have to say this lash glue, she's absolutely smashed. Lashes went on really, really easily. The only thing that I did do after I applied them was I put some black eyeliner in the inner corner just to make sure everything is seamless. Designer lashes have done these perfectly because they're so full as well, so they almost give a full lash vibe without the effort. Yeah, I could sit and rave about them all day. They're fab. I love them. This product that I'm holding right now, I mean, I never thought I'd be holding it in a makeup video. In one of my sex talks maybe, but a makeup video? I think you're losing the plot. At this point, to be honest though, I'm not surprised because there's some crazy shit that happens in the makeup world these days. Techniques, products, you name it, and this is one of them, guys. People have been using lube as a makeup primer. Now, I understand the concept behind this, but guys, is this necessary? I mean, we're about to find out. So I'm assuming the whole concept and idea behind this is obviously lube is sticky, especially when it starts to dry down. And obviously there's like grip primers out there, so your foundation will go on, it will have something to stick to, it will last longer. I get it, I do. But like also at the same time, lube is slippy, okay? It's made so things can enter holes easier. Don't know how I feel about using it as a makeup primer, but let's see what the hype is about. Everybody's been doing this on TikTok. By the way, I didn't get a fancy one. I literally got the original because I'm not about to put some like pineapple strawberryness on my face or something. That feels like a gel moisturizer. That's the consistency I'm getting. Oh, I feel like I might have put too much. Who would have thought that I would have got to the point of my YouTube channel where I'm rubbing lube all over my face? Actually, weirdly, it feels nice. Like I quite like that consistency. When this product starts to dry down, I hope it doesn't peel. You know, when you put foundation on top and then underneath everything starts to ball together and peel off. This has almost created like a film on my face, so that could happen. We will see. Foundation, I actually picked up 2 different ones to try because I wasn't sure. So I've got the MUA Pro Base foundation stick. I've tried the liquid version of this and I really like it. So I wondered what the stick one would be like. So I picked a few shades in that up. And then I also picked these ones up from Flower Beauty and I've never tried this brand. So maybe that could be a vibe, right? This is the Light Illusion Illuminating Makeup Nude Skin Film, SPF 18, all day wear. The shade I picked up was Classic Tan. I kind of was just going from the bottle, so hopefully that will work. I do have 22, but I think that's just going to be too dark at the moment. Quick look at the claims so we can kind of match it to how it performs on the skin. Bearing in mind, I have oily skin, so obviously that will come into consideration. I'm thinking this is going to be quite a glowy foundation, so I wonder how it will last on my skin. Okay, what are we saying? So this is telling me, okay, that it's a breathable liquid foundation that effortlessly blends imperfections and uneven skin tone, revealing a flawless, smooth finish. I mean, listen, it's saying it's a breakthrough foundation that achieves the impossible. Apparently it provides a medium to buildable coverage to smooth and perfect while imparting your skin with the most flattering, soft luminosity imaginable. Sounds good. Sounds exactly what I'm after. I know I have oilier skin, but I always don't want like a thick matte, I don't know, just heavier situation. Sometimes I do want that like slight glow to the skin. I pretty much want my skin to last all day but look like butter, right? That's what we're going for. Colour looks good. I'm going to go in with a brush, but then we can use a beauty blender if we need to. Colour match. I am 100% sucking my own dick for that one. That is pretty impressive. So far, so good. I mean, look, I had some blemishes there and that has covered that pretty much instantly. It definitely has a glow to it. At the moment, a pretty hefty glow, but we'll see obviously as the foundation is applied and starts to settle on the skin, you know what I mean? We'll see how it finishes. But so far, I'm loving how this is looking on the skin. It's covering, I mean, you can see. Really lovely sort of healthy glow to it. It seems to be settling on my actual skin really, really lovely as well. Like it doesn't doesn't look heavy. I'm not saying it doesn't look like makeup, but it just looks nice. I feel like it's really evened out my complexion in a really, really lovely way. Super easy to blend out. I don't even think I need to go in with a sponge. I feel like the sponge would have maybe even diluted it a little bit more in the sense of coverage. I feel like the brush has helped to keep it. Isn't one of those foundations that needs a sponge to look nice. Some are like that. This isn't one of them. On top of that, the lube doesn't seem to be balling up, can I just say? Guys, it looks great. I really love that. Let me zoom you in just so you can see how it's sitting on my skin texture. No dodgy bits on my face whatsoever. Obviously, this was sort of one strong layer. Definitely agree with the whole medium situation in terms of coverage. I'm liking this. I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. I 100% will be setting it though, because obviously once my oils start coming through, I feel like that combination is not going to be a good mix. However, definitely will be interesting to see how this holds up on oilier skin. I'm excited to see. But for a luminous foundation, loving the coverage of this. Flower Beauty, isn't it a like a celebs line? Is it Drew Barrymore? I could be wrong there. Next step, you guessed it, we are moving on to concealer. Now this is giving me all the Tarte Shape Tape vibes. Thick, chunky packaging. I'm gonna assume it has a fat wand. Yep. This I found at the Rimmel counter, okay? This is the Multitask Concealer. It's telling me it's full coverage as well. I did pick up 2 shades. So I got 040 Ivory, which is the lighter one. Then I also picked up, I think this one is, yeah, Nude 060. Nude would be suited more to my actual skin tone, so maybe on my blemishes I could use that, but this one I'd probably use underneath my eyes and stuff, because you guys know I conceal and highlight at the same time. Let's start with Nude. Tap a little bit on my blemishes, even though they're pretty well hidden anyway, but a little bit extra, not the hurt anyone. And it has a funky smell. It kind of smells like paint. Now Ivory underneath the eyes. Do you know what? It's actually a little bit like thinner than I thought it'd be. Tarte Shape Tape actually has quite a thick consistency, right? This one almost leans slightly more on the thinner side of thick. If that makes sense. Using a brush to blend this out. Sometimes concealers are better with a beauty blender, but we'll see. Not going to touch the bits where I've put it on my blemishes though, because I like to let that sit. That's a tip. If you want the best coverage out of your concealer, let it dry down a bit and sit, especially on blemishes and stuff, because then when you blend it out, have better coverage. Tapping the concealer, of course, to keep the product in a specific area, but also keep the coverage. That is blending out really, really well. Definitely nowhere near as heavy as Tarte Shape Tape, that's for sure. It doesn't claim to be a dupe. I mean, it does say full coverage and the packaging is the same, so I mean, hello. Yeah, 100% that is way more lightweight, but you can definitely see that it's done something for sure. Loving that this is easy to blend, because then it's just like not a workout. It also won't sit as heavy on the skin either. I really, really love that. Look at that. What the frick? I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking that this has completely perfected my skin. And I mean, with that foundation as well, that combo looks lovely. We are looking covered right now as well. I feel like that's just leveled this entire base up for sure. I mean, listen, I could be wrong here, but why is nobody talking about this concealer? Hello? What the actual hell? Listen, I'm not saying things for the shits and gigs over here. I mean it. Like, my skin is looking pretty good, even if I do say so myself. Anyway, let's move on to a bit of liquid bronzer, cream bronzer. Reason why I say liquid is because this one's actually a luminous gel bronzer, so I'm going to assume it's going to be a little bit of a thinner formula. My Superdrug is stocking Misguided, which I absolutely love, because being able to walk in and see products in real life that are based online, dream come true. You can see colors in real life, you can see what they actually look like. Now, I did do a full face of Misguided makeup in the past, but I don't think these even existed then. Have they expanded and I just haven't realized? Maybe, but either way, I want to give this a go. This is the Instant Vacay Luminous Gel Bronzer. They had 2 shades, not the best, but I got the medium dark. They had a light to medium as well. This is telling me that it's a lightweight buildable liquid bronzer. So I feel like this is going to give me more summer skin though, rather than like that more intense cream that I like, but we'll see. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to be a bitch and judge. Maybe I'll dot a little bit onto my skin first, just where I'd normally place everything. Let's start to blend this into the skin. Am I tripping, or is that literally just like disappeared? Just like disintegrated. Hold up. Let me add a little bit more. I feel like that, like where is it going? It's an interesting color. It's kind of like, it looks really warm, and then as I'm starting to blend it into my skin, it almost goes a little bit more cool toned. I can see almost like an undertone of coolness. I mean, it's blending out easily. Can't complain at that. It's almost just like melting into the existing products that I already have on my skin, and I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, you can 100% tell on my forehead. Actually, and my cheeks. What? I don't know how to feel about this. Thing is though, I feel like I'm having to go in and kind of build it up and add on top. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I feel like I'm going in with a lot of product compared to what I normally would. You guys know I sort of just swipe on and blend. This I'm having to sort of build. Oh, why Why is this product throwing me off so much? I feel like one minute I look at it and I'm like, not sure. The next I'm like, wait, hold on. Is it doing more than I think? I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, this side looks better than this side, I feel like. That is a weird one, guys. My brain is a little bit confused. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Thing is, my heart is so set on my Primark one that I don't know. This is very different to that. Trying to wrap my brain around a different formula and a different look. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite thing in the world either. I would use it again, but I wouldn't jump for it. Does that make sense? Got it. Misguided though is not going anywhere because we also have a liquid blush to try. You guys know I like to lay down my liquid products and then go over the top with powders. Another product that I didn't realize Misguided had is the Stop I'm Blushing High Pigment Liquid Blusher. The color I picked up was Manifest It, which looks like the sort of like peachier pink of the collection. Buildable sheer blush tint. Just dot on quite a few dots. I do like my blush. Grab a brush to blend it out. I feel like I'm on a brush hype today rather than a sponge, but it's just what I'm feeling. Okay, that's actually pretty cute. I like that. That's subtle but effective. Very much like a bit of color, like a flush of color, if that makes sense. But it's really, really pretty, the tone of the shade. Peachy, but it's more like on the pink side of peachy. I feel like it adds like a cute little rosy glow. I'm gonna add the tiniest bit more. Don't need as much as this as you do, say, the bronzer. I feel like this is definitely a bit more pigmented. Very, very cute. Now that is something that I fuck with. That's really, really lovely. Blended like a dream. We've got really nice color. They had a few different colors as well. I think they had maybe like 5 or 6, which is nice. Stop I'm Blushing by Misguided. Real cute. Moving on to powder just to set all of this in place. So I picked up this one from Collection that I've never seen. Is this new? I don't know. Let me know. This is the Collection Last in Perfection Sheer Loose Powder. Now I picked up the shade Banana, which I don't know if I'm regretting now. No, saying that actually, translucent wasn't in stock, so I went for the next best. Loose powder is my go-to, you guys know this, and I thought I'd give it a go because I used the Makeup Revolution banana powder. That's really nice. That's like a go-to of mine. I mean, on the skin it might not come off as yellow, so I fucking hate these things. You know the bits inside, and when you have nails, honestly impossible to get out. I need some tweezers or something, but like long. My lazy ass is just like, no thanks. Also, update, look how much that is creased on my eyelids. I need to set that. Let me fix this. I feel like it's transferred a bit as well. Like, that's not as clean of a line. Oh, that's so annoying. One sec. Guys, I had to jump off camera to try and sort these eyes out because they were just stressing me out. Not only were they creasing and all over the place, so by the way, don't use these Makeup Revolution bases without saying them. Lesson learned. Took some translucent powder just to set it in hope that now they'll stop creasing, although they still kind of do keep creasing a little bit. So if my eye makeup is looking a little janked, that's why. Ugh, I seriously tried to fix it, but I mean, it is what it is. Listen, these are what these videos are about, right? We find out how to work with products together. And I also went ahead and started to use the powder as well. I got a little bit carried away, so don't mind that. Oh, and a nose contour too. Cream contoured it because I completely forgot about that too. Basically, the past like 15-20 minutes of my life have been questionable. Collection Last in Perfection Sheer Loose Powder in the banana shade, which by the way, smells exactly like banana. I don't really like banana, so there's that. But the bits of powder on here, I just took a white translucent powder because this is actually pretty banana coloured in the sense of it almost dulls your makeup slightly. These areas I like to keep bright to obviously help with the contour. So I just went in with a separate powder, but the rest of my face is set with this banana powder. I'll even take a little bit more and take it on my big brush just to make sure everywhere is set. But I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this powder, you know. It's done what it needs to do. It's 100% set. I mean, you can see my face is a lot more matte. I feel like it's just done exactly what it should. It's set it, mattified it, it looks nice. It's just a simple powder and I'm not mad at it at all. To be fair, it doesn't even look too heavy either. Real simple powder. It hasn't particularly made my skin look a certain way. It just does what you want a powder to do. All the other stuff that comes with powders, I always see it as bonus, but yeah, for a few pounds, guys, can't be mad at it. This bronzer, I have to say, I'm really, really excited to try. It just looks beautiful for like a drugstore brand. Coming out with stuff like this, I don't know, that just looks really luxe to me. This is by Revlon. It's the Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer. This is in 115 Sunkissed Beam. They didn't have many shades of this, but this one looks like a nice sort of like warm shade. Now I believe this is going to have some type of glow to it. Can you see the way that that's reflecting? I don't always love a bronzer with glow. It kind of depends on the time and occasion, but some of them can look beautiful on the skin. So let's give this a go. I've just coated that. Just applying this to the skin everywhere where I put that liquid bronzer before. Guys, this side to this side, holy crap, that is looking beautiful. The glow as well is like a really nice sort of like sheen as opposed to a glow. You know what, it almost just makes your skin look healthy. That's kind of what this is giving off. Real nice amount of color. I feel like it's definitely enhancing what was already there. It's lovely. Revlon. See, Revlon's another brand that I never really reached for. When I first started doing makeup, yeah, but like now not so much. And I haven't even heard of this. The highlighter of this I have, but not the bronzer. Guys, that is beautiful. Added color, added life back to my skin. That is a vibe. Beautiful. Guys, oh, these bases. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Just look at the creasing in my eyes. And I said that. What is going on? Oh, no. These bases can die. These bases can literally go away. Just go away. Just leave. As Jojo would say, get out, leave right now. It's the end of you and me. Can't be fucking around with stuff like that. Like, I want to apply it, set it, and be done. But look, it just looks like a hot, clumpy mess. I don't want to have to keep doing this. Are you joking? They 100% do not compare to P. Louise. Get P. Louise. You know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to go back in with the Misguided blush as my blush. Hopefully, this won't F up, move everything underneath. Hopefully where it's a blush tin, once we blend it in, it will just sort of naturally fall into the rest of the products on my face. Please. Yeah, that has worked beautifully. That is blended in like a dream. Hasn't separated anything. It's also given my skin a nice sort of like dewy glow, which is nice. This product also works over powders, which is a winner. As far as highlighters go, I did actually pick up two different options. Revlon Skin Light, so this is the highlighter version of the bronzer, and this one from Rimmel, which I've never seen. This is the Highlight Buttery Soft Highlighting Powder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open them and then kind of like just feel them and see which one I'm vibing with. But they look quite similar in terms of the colour. Both have that champagne gold texture to it. So let's start with the Revlon one. That is what this one looks like. Again, the texture in the pan is just unreal. Nice. Okay, that looks good. Let's try Rimmel. Let me just open this up real quick. By the way, the Rimmel one is in Stardust and the Revlon one is in Daybreak Glimmer. Oh, that feels nice too. Oh my God. Look at that Rimmel one. This one's the Rimmel and then the one underneath is the Revlon. I mean, they both look amazing, don't they? Should we do one side, one the other? I think that'd be kind of a good shout, right? So then we can see how they both perform. Clean little brush. We're going to do Revlon on this side. Unreal. I mean, we can 100% see that. Rimmel one now. Let's just pick some up and then apply. What the hell? What the hell? See, this is exactly what I mean when I speak about in my videos saying how you don't need to spend coin to get a highlighter. Go to the drugstore. I used the smallest amount of product as well, guys. Tapped in a couple times, tapped away and applied to the skin, and hello. They're intense as well. They look lovely on the skin. They don't even look glittery either. They just look like, they just have that highlight sheen to them. I'm telling you, go to the drugstore. Here's proof that there are two amazing highlighters. Yeah, they're both lovely, guys. I don't have a preference. I mean, hi. Final part now, guys, is lips. So I finally got my hands on the nude shades of the NYX Shine Loud Gold. No, that's the color, right? Yeah. Basically the infamous TikTok lipsticks. So these are essentially lipsticks with a gloss, but they like the gloss, the color doesn't transfer. Really interesting concept. So this comes with two ends, a clear gloss side and the color. I believe you apply the color, let that sort of set a bit, and then you put the gloss on top, and then it's like kiss proof. The gloss comes off a little bit, but apparently it stays glossy, which is kind of interesting. So let's give these a go. I did pick up the brown because I like the color of that, but these are the shades that I've been after. These have been sold out everywhere. This color is in Global Citizen, which I think I'm going to use today. This one's in Gold Crusher, which is like a bit more of like a pinkier tone. But first things first, let's line these lips to give me a little bit of a base to work with. Okay, perfect. So let's take the color end. Just apply that. What a beautiful shade. I love that applicator. That just literally glides on. That's so easy. I think I'm meant to let this dry a little bit first. I think it goes like really, really sticky. So once that's dry, we can apply the gloss. Ugh, that feels gross. Oh, look how shiny that is. It almost feels like an oil, to be fair. You know when a gloss almost has that type of consistency? It's like you can feel it on your lips, but it feels really hydrating. Really nice. And that's a really, really lovely color as well. I'm going to test this in a second. I'm going to like kiss the back of my hand or something to see how this transfers. But thinking about it though, it's almost just like a liquid lipstick with the gloss on top. Because the liquid lipstick color actually dries down, you're not really going to get transfer of color because that's already down. So the gloss might, but the color won't. Although this has probably been specially formulated so that the gloss doesn't really mix with the color. Doesn't break it down, so it's not going to transfer. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing on my hand. Yeah, it's literally just gloss. Can you see a little bit on my hand? And to be fair, there's gloss still on my lips, so it doesn't like take all the gloss off or anything. This color I feel like would be a vibe, like the dark brown. Just for reference, by the way, that's called Never Basic. The red color as well looked amazing. That was tempting too, but typically I prefer like a matte red. But Global Citizen, that is a beautiful nude color. I am kind of tempted to put a little bit of like a lighter nude in the middle, but as far as this product goes and the color and everything, I really love that. I get the hype now. I don't actually have a new setting spray to try, but to be honest, I don't really need it because it's currently 6 p.m, so this makeup isn't going to stay on for much longer. Is there anything else I want to do? Part of me is tempted to like outline the liner with a dark pink, or do we like it like this, like more just sort of like simple? I don't know. This is the thing, at the end of every makeup look I always sort of like analyze my face and see if there's anything else I want to try, anything I want to add. See, moments like this I wish he was actually here in person to give me advice and tell me what to do. Instead I just got to read the comments and maybe regret my life choices and not doing something. I can't tell which one I prefer, to be completely honest with you. This is the product I'm using, by the way. I didn't want to tell you in case it didn't work out and I just scrapped it, but this is that palette that I showed in the beginning. You know, that water activated liner palette from Makeup Revolution? This shade here, the more like reddy pink, that's what I'm using to outline it. This side definitely gives a like more softer appearance. I don't know which one I prefer, but we're here now, so. Guys, we finished. Oh my God, that was a fucking process. We got there in the end. And that is the main thing, okay? I think I do actually prefer the pink that I put around it. It almost makes it a bit more like vibrant. Either way, I committed and it's on my eyeballs now. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this. As per usual, I will put a list in the description box. The things that have a star by them are products I absolutely love. And if you are heading into a drugstore anytime soon, take that list with you. My camera died and I felt rude not saying bye. So thank you for watching and I'll see you all soon.